This simple truth is the underlying principle of our great Democratic Party. I am my brother's keeper. You are your sister's keeper. If there's even one child in Oak Creek who cannot read or write, it hurts me even if she is not my child. If a Racine man is in prison for a drug offense rather than rehabilitated, it makes our whole district more dangerous. If there's a grandmother tonight in Kenosha who must choose between her health care and her rent, we should be ashamed of what we did to the greatest generation that ever walked this planet. Deep down, we all know our nation cannot survive if only few of us prosper. As history has repeatedly shown, a trickle-down economy will do just that. Trickle, sputter, and grind to a halt. Now, even today in this race, Paul Ryan Incorporated, yes, that's what I call him, Paul Ryan Incorporated, is lacing up his fancy, expensive running shoes. He's got a spotless jogging suit in the closet. He's collected $3.2 million to run every attack ad. He's been training and lifting weights for this very race for many years. You might have seen pictures of it in the magazines. Well, I say to him tonight, I ran barefoot on my dad's farmland. I have no need for fancy shoes. I don't need a jogging suit because my back has been toughened by the inner city. My campaign wallet is not fat, but I know how to spend my money and time very wisely. For every check he gets, I'll hustle for 100 more independent votes. For every check he gets, I will unite 1,000 more diverse voices. For every check he gets, I'll help enroll tens of thousands of new voters. Because last time I checked, you cannot legally put a dollar bill in the ballot box. From my parents' example, from my father's life, I know the power of the American dream. I have seen it drive ordinary men and women to their highest heights. And that's what this election is about. The potential and power of the great American public. The spark that will revive the fire is right here in this room. Unsung heroes and volunteers like Roland and Evelyn. Activists like Mike Nichols. Organizers like Mary and Mike, Mel, Meg. We all know that we have a lot of work to do and a lot of support to raise. But this work does not scare us because we're used to 12-hour days of hard labor. Aren't we, Bryce? Our palms are calloused from factory jobs. We have grass stains on our knees from working in the grassroots. I say to you, the Kenosha faithful, the Wisconsin proud, American strong. This collision course that we are on is not for the faint of heart. It is only for the bold, the brave, the courageous, who are willing to wrestle with the corporate Goliaths of the GOP, the guns, oil, and poverty machine. To those politicians like my opponent who look to maximize profits on the backs of the working class, stand up and tell them tonight, enough. Politics as usual is no longer being conducted here in Wisconsin. We won't repeat the same mistakes of the past. Removing Paul Ryan Incorporated is just the tip of our iceberg. The Wisconsin hum will turn into a Midwestern roar like it once did before, and the rest of the nation will follow suit, flipping at least 17 seats. We will plant the American flag tall in the ground like many leaders before us. We are the proud party of Kennedy, Roosevelt, Clinton, and Obama. We are the great Democratic Party of America, and we must boldly say, 2014 is our year. We will not only replace a cold and heartless politician, but in his stead, we will put a beating heart liberal to energize the Hill, a progressive with a firm eye on the future who represents a millennial generation with unlimited potential. So when some ask, am I ready to serve? this nation as the next congressman from southeast Wisconsin. I humbly say, in the shadow of great leaders like Les Aspin and the Honorable Peter Barca, for the love of my country, Wisconsin, and my hometown, I most definitely am. You ask, what is our policy? I say it is to wage a relentless offensive against the imprudence of our counterparts in the GOP. Politics will not stand in the way of finding solutions like a minimum wage that matters, building a better economy from the middle class out, immigration reform, investing in the knowledge sector, weaning our nation off an overdependence on war and oil, responsible gun legislation, and once and for all, working together to end the reign of corporations and their chokehold on politics. We will push with all our might and with all our strength that God has given us. That is our policy. And when we taste victory, with the torch of justice by our side and the warmth of liberty on our face, this will be the day when we will sing together with an even deeper understanding. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my father has died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. If you feel the same excitement that I do, the same urgency that I do, the same passion that I do, if we work hard together, show up together, stand up together, there is no doubt in my mind we will give to our children and their grandchildren the finest gifts that anyone has ever known. Peace, prosperity, and freedom.